Forex here, Pete. What are they?
You know, I think the job...
Hey, and welcome everybody to this unscheduled live stream that we had to get in here because you've seen what's happening in the markets at the moment. Everything is selling off. All the news about the bank, the SVB and other banks following suit. We're just plugged into Bloomberg and watching all these banks all absolutely get wrecked, even though the government has stepped in and said they'll guarantee everyone's deposits, and it just hasn't been enough for the market. So we've already jumped in and we're trading on a 5 minute and a 1 minute on the US 500, on NAS, gold. We're already done 20-30 trades since the open and doing really well. We're just I'm just doing 2 trades on gold. I'm just about to pull out of those in a second. I'm just waiting for US 500 to see if this breaks this level of support and drops down lower. As you can see here, look, on this heavy support, like a 4-hour support. So if do, we'll load some more sells in on that as well. So these days are rare when you get this kind of market action. You've just got to jump in on it and seize it. If you're not in it, you're never going to win it. You'll be by the sidelines. You can see US 500 NAS has also dropped. I say, well, it's coming down to heavy support. We might go in again on NAS in a minute. But welcome anybody everywhere to Mohawk Forex Scalping. True scalpers, fundamental scalpers, price action scalpers. And we usually stick to a 1 minute and 5 minute time frame. And we're just seeing what we can jump in on here. We're just looking at this 5 minute price action on the US 500. It's kind of stalled out at the moment. But things are still moving pretty quick. And we're keeping an eye on Bloomberg in the background.
And I would not be surprised to see talk about large-scale asset purchases, which I think is the preferred term at the Fed.
There's going to be some buyouts, I reckon, and that has been in the UK. HSBC has bought the UK side of SVB to guarantee tech companies, but is that enough? At the moment, it does look like it's convinced the markets. So we're just watching and seeing on here. We've had a push up now on the 500. Look, here's the rejection. We get across on the TDI. It could be time for buys. Is this going to drop back down again though? That's what I'm thinking. So I'm just waiting for the rejection on the 1 minute.
Lines. You watched the early part of the session. Those banks got absolutely hammered.
And they're still getting hammered. We now have the likes of Western Alliance back open for trading after volatility. No recovery in the shares, still down more than 70%.
Let's see if we can get some more sells away on the 500.
Right now, remember, we're only 17 minutes into this session. Schwab also is back open and trading. It remains down about 20%, and the halts are still in place for First Republic, which was down 66% at the time it was halted for volatility. And Regions Financial now back up and trading, and it is down still about 15%.
Now as everything's rejected now and kicked up, this is some nice market manipulation. We'll just hold and wait. NAS is looking really good on 1 minute. It's going to hit this neutral resistance, so I'm going to look at popping some sells in on this as well.
Is down about 2.6% broadly. The KBW Bank Index at this point, John, down 12.5%. It is.
Let's see if we just go for 100 pips, 10 points.
By the regulatory moves over the weekend, as you were just discussing with Peter Cheer, it's a question of whether or not it was enough, and what the market seems to be saying today is no at this point.
Equities more broadly, and Katie, thank you. Negative 0.75% on the S&P. I have to say, given the drama in the financial sector, and this is to do with weightings, I know, but the index level not really capturing that drama. The S&P 500 down 0.6%, and the Nasdaq now recovering. We're down just 0.25%. Tech at the epicenter of a lot of this. Ed Ludlow on the West Coast with more. Good morning to you, Ed.
Good morning, John. Yeah, look, the biggest concern in the near term is the real-time access to working capital. I've been speaking with the FDIC this morning, and in the case of...
Let's keep watching and see what we can jump in on. At the moment we've done 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. About 25 trades, all green at the moment, so...
...to get backstopped and have 100% of deposits insured by the federal government. But if you can't access it in real time, that's a real problem. When we look to the equity
US 500 just about to hit that 50 moving average.
Names like Roku, Roblox actually seeing pretty significant declines early in this Monday session. Roku, as an example, has about $487 million, or a quarter of its cash on hand.
This is all great market manipulation going against the news, so we know what will happen. It will reach a level and will be heading down again. So peak will be here. Look at the neutral resistance, the daily pivot, 3894 and the 500. But we'll just wait for the CCI to drop back in and TDI.
Or advisory services, and much of that, according to sources, was conditional, right? So if you took a loan with Silicon Valley Bank, you would get more favorable rates on the deposit side as well. That is now coming to the fore, and actually what we've learned over the weekend, John, I've had so many phone calls, venture capital firms are not sort of flush with cash themselves, and so what they've had to do is plug gaps for their portfolio companies needing them short. There's a lot more to run on this story.
It's going to reject off here, look, hopefully, let's see. Let's wait. CCI creep back in, that's number one.
The equity market has really been all over the place. The low, we were down 1.5% on equity futures, this is. The high, we were up by 1.9%. We've now got the cash equities trading in the last 20 minutes or so. So the S&P 500 is negative just 0.2%. But one consistent theme right the way through the last several hours or so is just this relentless bid at the front end of the curve. Down 48 basis points on a 2-year, 4.1% on a 10-year yield. We're down by about 20 basis points, 349. And the theme, whether it's United States, Treasury market, Europe, Germany, the bond market, we're taking out rate hikes, we're pricing in rate cuts. Amy Silverman of RBC had this to say. Despite the fact that owning downside meaningfully underperformed last year, investors are finally focused on tail risk in the market. There is definitely more room for far more volatility. I'm pleased to say that Amy Silverman joins us right now. Amy, you said it repeatedly, and thanks for being with us. When things get messy, all correlations go to 1. So where'd you get that downside protection now?
Yeah, it's tough, right? You know, not to be a bearer of further bad news, but as we start hitting even lower levels in something like KRE, you're going to start getting these gamma dynamics.
Retail trading charts like this belong in one place, the bin.
You're actually better off with these general indices like S&P, where the moves have been
Nice rejection, looking at NAS now, look at that pushing up. Back up to where it was before the open.
You know, something that is more of an unknown.
Going to kick down now, look at this rejection, it's beautiful.
You've said it repeatedly, some of these strategies underperformed last year. Why do you see that changing this year?
Yeah, you know, the big difference between last year and this year
Let's go and jump in on this.
Get that drawdown, but it was very orderly. It was this orderly grinding path down, and this is.
I'm just going to come out of my trades on US 500. We just got another $200, $250. Brilliant, that's done, and we're just going to get another $100 maybe, yeah, on NAS. Brilliant, everything coming crashing again. Just as I said, look at that manipulation, beautiful.
Have we gone, Amy, from saying things are looking resilient to things were looking complacent?
Posted, I took an 83 cents loss there on one trade, and the rest was a clean sweep. We managed to get about $400 there in about 2 minutes, so just going to post that into the group, our trading group on Discord, which you can join.
That's the question I wanted to ask you, Amy. Just looking at the situation at the moment through the bond market, I understand it's a massive dip this morning, but still 4% at the front end of the curve. Why wouldn't I just...
Popping back up again for more manipulation. Let's see if it breaks that 50 or whether we're going higher. Still in on gold as well, holding on gold at the moment. Just watching so the 1 minute, we'll see again, we're looking for a rejection here on the 1 minute and a kick down on the TDI.
Amy, can I just finish on the VIX? Forex. It's often called on Wall Street, and some people criticise the people that use this phrase, but it's called on Wall Street the fear gauge. How useful is it as that?
You can see on both, on the 5 and the 1, we've got a rejection here. Got a kick down on the CCI. So let's see if we can get a few more scalps on 500. In profit now.
We're starting to see now that correlation, that inverse correlation is coming back, whereas before that inverse correlation had broken down. And I think that continues because, you know, we saw 50 Cent come back, a huge fixed call buyer, and we're kind of
just leave those running.
Step in and say we really do need some downside protection here.
Amy, thanks for this morning. Looking forward to the coverage from you and the team over at RBC through the week. There's a lot to run.
Now it's hitting that blue zone now. If it breaks this, we're going higher. If not, we're coming down on NAS as well. Wait for this candle to finish. Got 3 minutes 50 left on the 5-minute candle. Just watching that CCI again, see if it dips back into the channel.
From the Silicon Valley Bank collapse, we actually have the S&P 500 at this point well off of its low. So to Peter Cheer's point in terms of buying, we're seeing that, but it's in the defensive sectors, utilities, real estate, staples. Importantly, though, tech is almost even. Apple's up 1%, Microsoft. So it's going to be really interesting to see how this shakes out through the day, John.
Abby, thanks for that. This market story is just phenomenal to follow. Painful for a lot of you, I know. So let's work through the next couple of days. Here's the trading diary. Coming up still, CPI tomorrow morning. Yes, it's still a big deal. There's Federal Reserve and others too. After that, we still need to go through PPI and retail sales on Wednesday. Then, on Thursday, the ECB was expected to go 50 basis points. Will they? Get a rate decision and a news conference with President Lagarde. We will take that in full on this programme. That's the schedule so far. Then you'll hear from Treasury Secretary Janet Yellen appearing before the Senate Finance Committee. That's going to be must-watch later this week as well. And finally, round out the week with the UMich Consumer Sentiment Survey. Right now, Friday. To the trading day. This was the countdown to the open. This is Bloomberg.
Yeah, now it's now pushing higher, so we're just going to leave that and wait for it to hit that next level of resistance and keep following what the TDI is doing there. If we get a kick down on the 1 minute, we'll go in for more sells. 500 is the same. Look, want to see some kick down action to see that the move is running out of steam. We're reaching a nice level of resistance here, look, on the 1 minute. Ooh. This is the US 500. People buying at a discount, getting all that discounted levels in, as we were just saying. But let's see.
I don't think we can replicate Tesla. Tesla is a unique because when they found it, and then personality behind it, the product is beautiful, technologically very strong.
Nice breakout candle on both.
But X-Pen is X-Pen. We want to focus on what we think is important for our customers. Our customer like beautifully designed vehicles, either it's large SUV or sports sedan. We believe we have a very appealing family look that our customers is really attracted to. They like to have user-friendly features inside the cabin that has a technology feel. It's very smart. It enables them to
just watching that 1 minute candle.
That's different.
Welcome to Bloomberg Markets, China Open.
This is Bloomberg Technology. Welcome to Balance of Power. This is Bloomberg.
Watching this rejection.
Pepsi's number
500 as well. So we've got a kick back in. That's alert number 1. We just want to see what happens here. So on a support. NAS the same. Move that to where it was, which is here. With that lovely drop. On the open, against the buying pressure and manipulation, we still got all those lovely sells here. People buying at a discount, rejection. It's a nice W pattern, as you can see, second leg. So have we reached that level? You can see here, look, nice level, blue zone. Let's see if it breaks that 50 moving average. If so, they're in for more sells. I say we're about 30 trades at the moment. It says no major news today outside of the macro news that we're listening to. We've just got this closed door emergency meeting at 3:30, which is going to be one. Make sure you've got your trades closed, I would, when that comes out, because this will be discussing what's going to be happening with interest rate rises, whether they're on about keeping them the same, doing a smaller increase or decrease, some people are saying, to compensate for all this you know, banking fiasco that's going on. Biden's already spoken, people have ignored that, and now we're here. So we'll just see how this all plays out. Yeah, NAS looks like we've got a rejection on NAS. Let's go to the 500. Same's trying to break that 50 moving average. $100 points, 10 pips will do nicely. I just want 90, to be honest with you. That's what I try and do per trade. Still trying to break that area. Now it's the same, rejection. So they're pretty much synced perfectly. Let's have a quick look at gold. There's gold out at the moment as well. Gold, a lovely bull run. And then obviously people taking profits here at 1904. Drop back to this level of support, 1896. Now looks like we're on the way back up. Just got to wait for the CCI to come out of that channel. TDI to cross up, so it might pop a little bit lower, but we'll get to that 50 moving average and we're probably going higher. So it's a good time to enter some more buys from here. Just going to wait on that one. $500 still trying to push higher. W second leg, double bottomed, perfect example of a double bottom there. Broke through the support, rejected, and back it goes. Now we're just around that 50 moving average and some 1 hour resistance support level here. Look, it's a support. But are we going to get a break? What you don't want to be doing is trapped in a buy at the moment. And 1 minute, it's ranging around, looking to make its mind up. There's the 5 as well. And then we go back to NAS. Same pattern at the moment, just in a holding, waiting for the next big move. Look, waiting for those sells. Sat right on that 50 moving average now. Here we go, here's the break, this is what I was waiting for. Excellent, great move. Yes, we're just taking profit. Yay, 2-3 trades there. Let's see if we get some more. US 500 breaking down as well. That's what we said, look, they're both in sync together. So we managed to bag another 20, 40, 60, $100 there on NAS. It's rejected up again, look, but I still caught that profit. Again, I just said it for 10 pips. That pullback was lovely. And it's gone pulled the opposite way. Look at that, a bit of manipulation, a drop down, a push up. We see this kind of pattern all the time. So we'll wait for the next one. So in the 1 minute you can see that, beautiful, and it got rejected. Or high up. Nice wick down, look at that, beautiful. More profit taking. We're going to get a cross down now. Let's see how this performs. So we want to make sure we're not in any trades with the next hour. when this emergency meeting, closed door meeting happens, markets are going to be all over the shop. US 500 still playing around that same support zone, looking to break. NAS exactly the same, they're both synced perfectly. I've got them on the 1 minute time frame as well. Look, let's see if this breaks. Get back down to that 15 moving average on the 1 minute. That's good for 8 pips. Still pushing down. Got 4 minutes left on this candle. The battle is on. Still pushing, gold's still pushing up too. Just keep an eye on everything. Really done the first hour of scalping. 30 trades, or 34 trades, and 1 loss for $1. That's it. Cool. Alright, US 500 is dropping now as well. as you can see. I'm just going to grab some more. Let's just see if we can get any more profit on this. Don't end it too quick. That was a nice rejection. It's going to fill that wick look again on the 500. See it dropping. Then say if this candle finishes bearish, then we're in. Yes, look at this. Perfect. Didn't get a brilliant execution on that, but we still got 8.20. Still got another $20 on that. Should have been 40. Sometimes the execution isn't great, but we will go again. I'm gonna put some more cells in on that. See a bit, yeah, straight into profit. That's what I like to see. That's a make up for it. Better execution. That's better. That's $30 on 3 positions there. Again, just using a small 0.8 on the SP5 US 500. Let's just see, we've got a nice cross down the TDIC now. This is what I like to see. So the idea, I like to see the TDI cross down whilst the CCI is still mid. So then I'll just leave it, let it run, and try and get that magical 10. This is proper true scalping, so yeah, we're good. We'll hold. Gold is getting back up there as well, which is good. Let's have a quick check on gold. Actually, it's, yeah, pushing up nicely. It's what I expected. There was some manipulation, profit taking here. Look, so this is where you should have entered some buys, which is what I did. Yeah, let's see if it breaks a new high here of the day. It's going to touch that 1908 level again. And let's see. As the news gets worse, we're assuming gold will just fly higher. So we're just going to go another 10 minutes or so, and that'll be it. Just 1 hour's worth of scalping is all we need. You know, I usually sometimes just do half an hour per session. When you're scalping like, you don't want to be sort of waiting and the markets just start to, apart from today, start to seize up and range. You want that volatility from the opens and news events, and then trade around it and then get out. Gold sat on some nice support now. Now it's trying to push, but again stuck around that centre line at the moment. Same as the 500 look. And 1 minute's the same. So we're just in a holding position here. We'll wait for a move to happen. NAS again, look, rejection on the 1 minute, positive on the 5 minutes, so it's a conflicting. We just want to hold and wait again. $500, that's good, nice drop again. And told you it's all based on that TDI cross. Let's get ready for this Fed meeting in an hour's time, so I want to be out of trading by that and then watching it. Brilliant. Managed to get another 3 positions there. We got 10, 20, 30, another $40. Another $40 there on the SP 500. Couple of sells. Came out of it as it hit our support line there, as I knew it was going to bounce. Let's see if it's going to push down even more now, look. So I mean, you've got to have the confidence just to hold. You're going to get fake out candles. Like I say, he's in the trade when the CCI comes outside the channel in the reverse. That's another 3 positions got. So let's have a look at what NAS is doing. Pushing down, same as 500, so they're pretty well synced. NAS is performing, the US 500 NAS performing how we should do now. Just gonna, we've had this W second leg, we're looking for a bounce up for a second leg and then an M pattern and then a push down. Got 4 minutes and it'll be 1 hour. I'll say we'll be back again one night this week to do a US end of session scalping as well. See if we can grab pips towards the end of the day, and we'll be live trading in the group CPI, PPI, Euro inflation news, and the Michigan consumer confidence on Friday. And like I say, for those who want information on how to join the group, you go to www.mohawkforex.com. and everything is on there about how to join our VIP Discord group, where I teach people how to true scalp, mentor, show you the setups and help you the best I can. Let's see what Bloomberg is saying.
The threat of an asteroid hitting Earth is very real.
Not the asteroid news again. Just wait. On investing, US stocks pressured by bank. Yep, this is what we were reading about. PacWest, KeyCorp, Commercia, all down as well. Yeah, it's interesting to follow. That's what you got to do. You got to keep an eye on that news at all times, because things can just pop out the woodwork like this that upset the market, especially when it comes to interest rate decision time. They're in a nice tight range now, look, on 500. I like to see that because that means that a move is coming. And I think it's to the downside. But we'll wait for confirmation. We're looking for that cross down again, look. Now this is the same. Yep, it's going to break that 50 moving average. We're heading down, look. Let's have a look on now, see if that's going to break. 26 seconds left. We'll break that daily support. $500 is the same as well, so let's have a look. And just watching the price action. See if this is going to break. It's moving nicely now. So if we break below this level here, we're going sells. Break above this level here, we're going buys. We're just going to be patient and wait, and that's half the battle. You can see we're in a tight range, look, on the 1 minute time frame. So we've got our levels set on that, and on NAS exactly the same. We're waiting for sells below our daily pivot and buys above our first level of support above the 50 moving average. and on the 1 minute again we're sat in a tight range at the moment, waiting support on that 50 moving average. So that's our setups. But thanks for joining me. We've done an hour. That's it. We'll be back later in the week to do an end of US session scalping, and for those of you in the group, we'll be trading all the news events as they pop up, and obviously keeping a big eye on what happens with the banking sector in America. But thanks for joining this stream. I hope it was informative, and like I say, just message me through the www.mohawkforex.com website if you want any help on how to choose scalp. And until the next live stream, take care everybody, trade safe, and see you on the next one.